Hi everyone, I'm Dragon with you. So today we'll check the new mutation called Enhanced Defenses. Sorry for background noise. Basically, we did it yesterday with Tatarzerg or Wolfstalker, and we checked several combinations to do with the mutation. As a result, I just decided, okay, let's pick a hero which I rarely play. This time it was Dehaka. And Wolfstalker just thought, okay, it's time to win this game. Let's pick Warzone.
We're gonna have to dismantle it sector by sector. I loaded these trucks with some Naga artifacts that'll scramble their setup. Get them in place before it's too late.
Basically, this mission is about cleaning the truck. I mean, bringing the truck to the special enemy forces to get them out of control. And as a result, you will be able to destroy these guards. So the Mutators are nuclear launches all around the map, then overcharge on all structures as soon as you deal damage to them. And the last is a barrier, so when you deal the first damage to enemy units, it will be defended by the special barrier. So see, while one of our trucks is near, this construct does not deal any damage. Usually it has ability, it has casual damage, and it's better to avoid that. So my basic idea was just to get some primal wardens around, and the start is quite casual, so I'll make it faster. Even this way. So it's preferable to get rid of the construct, but if you like, you may also go further and start doing some crazy stuff. Remember about nuclear missiles? So basically I got some damage into the truck. Fortunately, it can be repaired. One is done. Look, so as soon as you destroy both of them, you will be able to place your truck into the position, and it's okay. You may do it right now, but we just for some reason decided to go together here, deactivate the construct, and then use our trucks. And these abilities are able now. Photon overcharge deals pretty annoying damage. As soon as you deal with all units, as you can see, barrier appears, and here the barrier appeared too. Now it's ready to blow, so both trucks need to be at the position. And meanwhile, while we were here, we need to defend. Fortunately, the Haka can jump, and that's why I helped my ally as soon as possible. So probably I just got the jump ability to deal splash damage to multiple units, and the eating ability to improve my level and get rid of key targets. As soon as you deal with the first part, you will be ready to go on. So fortunately you know where to go. Let's make it faster again. My basic idea was just to get the right bosses in time, then 4 primal wardens as production. And when you have time, you can go. So as usual, you deal splash damage, then you eat the key targets and upgrade the Haka. Meanwhile, my ally helped to defend the base, fortunately. Our teamwork was kind of okay, so while one of us attacks, the other may help with the defense. So there were lots of Zerglings, that's why I helped with my main forces, won some time, and finally the Haka got all the essence brought out of the enemies. Don't forget to get the second base, it will help you a lot, especially at late game when you have some kind of losses. Here I wasn't very attentive, but one jump and everything's fixed. So remember that in this mission, now you may ignore the additional quest, but we decided to do one of them. and ignore the second one, you will see. Basically, when you have time, you can just go eat someone. And don't forget about the nukes, so all the time check the nukes. I have some forces just to win me some time. So if I wouldn't have the forces, my ally would suffer because his defenses are somewhere else. He tries to help myself. I mean, he tried to help me while I tried to help him. So just Mutas, problem with Mutas, okay, the hacker can do that. Don't forget about little trouble. My ultimate limit is primal hosts, producing free limit actually, and some hydralisks to get rid of the air units. And also some roaches just to tank to get the main damage into them. That's how I use my army. Remember to defend your trucks, fortunately they tell you when they're attacked, and remember to have both trucks in business. Basically our tactics was to use the time stops and kill as many opponent enemies as possible, and then just to focus the target. But as you can see, our plans changed because we saw that many enemy units are around and we need to deal with them. That's why, first of all, we thought, okay, let's get rid of the constructs. As you can see, nukes are pretty annoying here, so if your truck is defended, it's okay, but if your defense is somewhere else, as right now, then you may get trouble with the nuke. As you can see, it was destroyed. Fortunately, the truck will be available soon again. It's not a problem. You will be brought another truck freely. But the problem is this nuke. So while I was annoyed by the truck, by some kind of fight here, I unfortunately didn't see the nuke, and as you can see, I will be punished for that. Yes, terrible punishment. That's how I lost my forces actually, because at the same time I tried to figure out what's going on here. So if you look at my camera, I was trying to save the Haka, and as a result I lost my main forces. Yeah, pretty stupid mistake, but since we have trouble at the main base, I'll need to help my ally anyway. And here as well, one Mutalisk deals damage. So for some reason I wasn't fast enough to help here, but fortunately I have the ability of primal worms. As a result, I used them to help my ally on both bases. Just won enough time, and finally his army is back. So now we are almost out of time, and we just need to destroy this construct. After that, we can get the truck to the second construct. As you can see, Wolfstalker brought it here, and we did it. So basically just focused the right targets, and that's all. Don't forget about nukes, it's invulnerable right now. Demolition complete. Okay, so now we needed reinforcement. And I needed more special units, I mean bosses. So fortunately one of them, Darkron, was still alive and he produced enormous damage here to defend us. And my army is almost back, so I'm collecting the same amount of army. These guards were nice since Brood War, but fortunately Hydralisks can deal with. And don't forget to get the truck when you start fighting. So I was a bit too aggressive here, I add the hybrid. And I understood, okay, we need to get rid of this, we need to get a truck, and this circle shows where the attack will be. So concentrate on defense. As soon as you defend, then you may go attack with the truck. My ally tried to do it on his own, but it wasn't as easy as he supposed. That's why he still needed my help. Fortunately, together we are able to deal with all this. Remember that each unit has a special shield after the first hit, so it's harder to kill even Zergling than usual. And as you can see, the first outpost was captured by Wolfstalker. But now we didn't want to risk, so that's why we just decided, okay, we'll ignore the quest, but we'll do the main aim of the game. Look at this. So once again, I have the third jump to get rid of links and the special burning ability. The Haka also has vision, I picked it, then +3 armor, and then ability to attack air units. When I have all these abilities, it's enough just to fight with the Haka against almost every single opponent. So if there's a hybrid, you can eat it. Air units, no problem, we have air attack. Finally, I mutated into something valuable, and all the bosses are ready except of the last one. Before attacking, I preferred to collect not only my main forces but also some bosses. While you have time, you need to focus on destroying part of enemies. I decided that actually we need to go top, not bottom. And finally, we are ready again. So when you go attack, use all your bosses, or almost all your bosses, just to reduce the damage. And of course, remember about the damn nukes, so go out of the radius. Fortunately, my bosses are tough enough to deal with the nuke. Unfortunately, my army isn't, but 3 units are still there. So thanks to the power of my bosses and special primal worms, I managed to deal enough damage to go into the central position of my opponent, and although I lost the Haka here, I'm still in game with Dark Rune. So actually, while we are fighting here, I wouldn't say that it was easy, but it's our main quest, so we need to focus here actually. We've got an attack from the bottom. But if we lose here, then the game is lost. So an important decision was made. We need to focus on these targets, and meanwhile we'll need to defend the base somehow, but it's not the top priority. That's why all my concentration, as you can see according to the camera, is on the main abilities. So I don't care if I lose a base, it's not important. What's important is to bring the trucks. Now my Dehaka is back to business, he can deal with part of enemy units. As you can see, when he kills something, he gains bonuses. And I'm ready to go back into this game. Wolfstalker also got some forces, casually observers, oracles, corsairs, to get rid of enemy units on the ground. And that's the basic Vorazun tactics. Meanwhile, I tried to get back my forces. Fortunately, my bosses are there and they didn't suffer. And I collected too much minerals. Okay, too many minerals maybe. That's why I built multiple primal worms. They can be transported into the right location and help you to attack. So right now we are trying to get rid of all the enemies. We have 6 minutes, but it's still not good enough. Unfortunately, I wasn't very attentive here, but meanwhile we tried to break the opponent here. Thanks to the Haka, the battle went okay, I would say, and I'm just waiting till my bosses are back. And Amon's minions will be here soon, so we need to pay attention to them. Of course, we can eat this Ultralisk if I want. Get rid of nuke, just move somewhere. Yes, I add this hybrid. And we need to defend once again. So it's a Sky Zerg now. It has +3/+3, and I wouldn't say it's a very easy enemy. It's effective. But still, we have enough forces, Corsairs with +2 attack, and the Haka, which can deal damage to air forces too. So, first of all, defend the base while you still have time. As you can see, we almost got the necessary locations, that's why everything seems fine. Focus the Ultralisk, eat the Ultralisk, and we are okay again. And as you can see, my top panel is totally ready. Now I can get terrible things happening around. And it's time to start. So I've got only +1/+1, I think. Because in this game I made several mistakes. I lost some primal hosts. And double attack wave. So Protoss plus Zerg. Fortunately for my opponent, nuke was at the right position, that's why I lost my forces again. But you know, when I played the Haka, actually losing all your units is not so important when you have all the bosses in business. Look at this. So first of all, time stop to stop all the opponents. Then we need to deal crazy damage while it works, so I used all my bosses, and I have special bind, the third one, for my worms. So while enemy units do nothing, we need to get out of the blast radius. Finally I did it in time. And we won some time. As good as possible. Now the attack goes on. Some Hydralisks are here to help. And now I have worms. So when I finished with bosses, I have some greater primal worms and casual worms to help me during this attack. From the back, my Hydralisks are fighting against everything. Casual worms are not as strong as the main ones, but I had 5 of them, so it's okay. So, using all my bosses, using the time stop, and some microcontrol of the Haka, which is dead again, we managed to destroy most of enemy structures, most of enemy forces, and now we just need to get rid of this construct. We have 2 minutes more for that. 3 bosses survived, right now they are fighting here, and some worms again. So the primal worm, the casual one, can still help you a lot. And that's it. So we destroyed the constructs, both trucks are on their place, and that's how we win. So yes, that's how we did it. Meanwhile, what special things would I recommend? Probably the first thing is look at the nukes. So each time you do something, look where the nukes fall. The second thing, remember the priorities. So your top priority is the constructs. As soon as you destroy the constructs, or are you trying to destroy the constructs, your trucks need to be at the right position. So 2 positions, 2 trucks, see that all of them are safe, defend them if necessary. And as soon as the constructs are down, just place the trucks to the right position. You do not need to destroy all the structures around, just get the main quest done. And maybe the third option, just try to help with your ally as we did with Wolfstalker. So while I was attacking or winning last time in some direction, my ally defended the base. And the opposite thing. So if I'm not in position, he got the wormholes and the time stop. As a result, I won some time. Maybe you will do as I did, just some forces defending the base to win time while you are out. Not to let my primal hive down, as it happened this game. But still you need to focus on the main quest and only then defend your base. If you have two bases, it's not a problem, you will rebuild your hive or your main structure. The main thing is do everything in time. So thanks for watching. See you in my next videos. I hope it will help you in the current mutation, and good luck to you.